What have you noticed so far in your 72 hours about being here at Braithwaite?
I've noticed that it's a fantastic location. You're cut off from everything. Mobile phone signals not available, and in some ways that's really powerful, because the course itself is a course that involves a lot of interaction with other people, and actually being away from modern distractions and actually being in fantastically beautiful surroundings actually adds to the experience, which is a really fantastic experience in the sense of really beginning to sort of question why you act in certain ways, how you need to interrelate with people, how you make better connections with people, and for me that's been a real eye-opener.
How's it been working with different people from different sports?
I think that really adds to it, actually, because then you're able to look at different perspectives. I think what certainly some of the guys from my team who came on the course, who are very much steeped in the game of rugby, have really benefited from talking with guys from football, from golf, and different walks of life.
What have you enjoyed? What's been the most challenging for you?
The most challenging aspect of the course, I think, has been having to really think about what makes me tick and kind of who I want to be, rather than who I probably am, and how I can be much more aware of how I go about becoming who I want to be and stopping being who I don't want to be.
So that's an interesting one, because I would say there's not much wrong with Stuart as he is, but Stuart is in that world of wanting to go to a different level. So what would you say for people who are not quite sure of where they are or where they want to be? And
I described this experience to a colleague. I'd say it will give you a nugget after nugget after nugget that you're going to be able to use in so many different walks of life. It's going to be really powerful for me. It's going to help me be a better coach. It's going to help me be a better manager, a better leader. It's going to also, and perhaps more importantly, going to make me a better husband, better father. And I think for me that's been some of the big takeaways. What I didn't necessarily think I would get from this is been sort of one of the big surprises, and almost like an added bonus. Oh, and by the way, it's all very well you say there's not much wrong, but you haven't spent 8 weeks on a boat with me yet.
Yeah, and that was an interesting exercise. 8 weeks on a boat. So, if how would we describe Trained Brain?
I think Trained Brain almost doesn't do it justice. I don't know how you do it justice. I don't know what you call it to do it justice, but it almost doesn't do it justice, because it's kind of much more than that. It's almost like trained human, trained person, trained.
So it's not for. So who's it for? Because it's an interesting one, and I'm glad this is kind of off camera and on camera. But who's this for? Is it for the player? Is it for the coach? Or is it the retreat that you just go away for 3 days and work on you?
Well, that's the benefit, isn't it? Is that you come here thinking you're going to get a whole load of tools and skills that you can apply to someone else. But then actually, when you think about it, it's actually about applying it to myself. Now, if I apply it to myself, I can apply it to other people as well. So I think that the benefit from the experience is how it makes me better, which then will lend itself to the people I interact with being better.
Whether that's a player or a manager or
whoever. Yeah.